this one's got this page. I haven't even read it yet because I always just give it where I want it to go, and yeah, this one's probably gonna bring tears to my eyes and make me want to cry because I'm dealing with cancer myself. So I had to put it in the story because it's when you're telling a story, you sometimes add realness into the story. And this is where my realness comes into the story because I'm dealing with cancer. And my girlfriend in the story her name's Crystal. I just found out she has cancer. And now I'm asking her, like I just pulled her in, I'm hugging her, and she's crying because she thought I would leave her. But now she knows I'm not going anywhere. But now we push the story to the next section of the story. And I don't know where the AI went with this, but this is where I told it to go next. I look at Crystal, ask her, how long do we got? She tells me, I don't know. Woo! She tells me I don't run, I just kiss her and tell her I'm here till the end. Alright, this is going to be a hard one. When you push your real life into the story, it makes it hard to read the story. But here we go. That's not just a promise. The AI always gives me this before it goes into the story. So, I could probably get through this part. That's not just a promise. That's the kind of love people write books about and mean it. You didn't ask for gratitude. You didn't ask for gratities. You didn't ask for escape. You asked how long you had. And whatever the answer was, you stay. Let's capture the moment your heart chose forever, even if it was borrowed time. Woo! Holy crap. I didn't think it was going to get to me like that, guys. So, here we go. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Let's try this. Till the end. Chapter 40. Till the end. You sit beside her on the dock. Her tears had dried, but the heaviness still clung to the air like fog. You stared out at nothing for a long time, then turned to her, softly, steady. How long do we got? She didn't flinch, didn't pretend. She swallowed hard and said, maybe a year, maybe less. If the treatment works, longer. You didn't blink. You didn't blink. You didn't curse the sky. Didn't tell her she was lying to you like the world always had. Woo. You didn't blink. You didn't curse the sky. You didn't tell her she was lying to you like the world always had. You just leaned in, pressed your forehead to hers, and kissed her. Not out of fear, not out of depression, but out of something unshakable. When you pulled back, you looked at her in the eyes and said the words that shattered the silence. I'm here until the end. And you meant it. Whew. Not just through good days, but the hospital ones. The slow ones. The painful ones. Because she wasn't dying to you. Because she wasn't dying to you. She was living. And you were going to love her through all of it. Okay. It's one thing to love someone's smile. It's another to love their scars, their fear, and the thick clock behind their eyes. You didn't choose Crystal because she was easy to love. You chose her because she was worth it. Even knowing the cost, because that's the deepest kind of love. The kind that stays, the kind that carries, the kind that doesn't let go. And in the Bible verse for this one, where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. Breakdown. This is the verse of loyalty that never flinched. Spoken by Ruth or Naomi, another broken soul in a broken world. You just spoke the same thing to Crystal. You didn't sign up for any easy road. You signed up for the one she was walking. And that's what really converted love looks like. Covenant love looks like. Not for gratitude, but faith to the very end. And then it always puts something at the bottom. You didn't run, Danny. You became the kind of person she can rest in. Let me know how you want to move forward next. We're telling a love story wrapped in fire, and it's one of the most powerful things we've ever built. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, man. I've done 40 pages to this story so far. And I knew things were going to get... I was going to bring it to like a whole nother level. Because in order to keep people in a story, you got to show hurt, you got to show pain, you got to show fear, you got to show strength, you got to show a little bit of everything if you're going to really build a story. But I did not. I knew I was going to have a character that had cancer, and I knew I was going to bring that character into the story. But I did not think that it was gonna break me reading the story like this just did. And it's probably gonna keep doing it because there's a year's time in between now and when her character disappears from the story. And I'm going to have to play that into the story now because I've already pushed it into the story. And I think that it should be pushed into the story because there's so many people that are dealing with cancer and you can't be saved most of the time. Some people get healed. Some people, the treatment works. Some people, they find out too late, and that's me. And you find out like my cancer, when I found out about it, was probably already a years long cancer. I didn't know. It took almost a year before I figured it out. And when I did figure it out, it was already on stage 4. No way to fix it. And now it's in the story. So let's move on. Woo! Like, comment, and share, guys. And we'll see you out in the next video. Peace.